Hi CCC family, it's Dawn Marie with Custom Comfy Crochet, and today we're going to learn how to make this really cool 3D sunflower granny square. I'm going to go ahead and jump right into the materials, but I just want to let you know first, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notify me bell below, and please share my videos. That helps more than anything, and I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much for your support. So for this, as you can see, it is 3D, so there is a little bit of stuffing that goes in the middle here, or you can use yarn because it doesn't need to be that stuffed. Otherwise, you don't have to stuff it at all if you don't want to, okay? I'm using a 4.25 millimeter hook. I'm using 4 weight yarn. You're going to need a pair of scissors and a darning needle. Yeah, and that's about it. So let's go ahead and get into the tutorial. Okay, so the first thing we're going to work on is this middle part of the flower here. I am going to be using some different colors because I ran out of this pretty tan color here. So I'll be using this burnt orange color, and I also will not be using black around here because it's very hard to see on camera. So I'll probably be using like a green or something that picks up really well. Okay, I just wanted you to know the colors that correspond with what we're doing. Okay, so you're going to start by making a magic circle. And then you're going to put 6 single crochets into this magic circle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then you're going to pull tight, and you're actually going to slip stitch to close. Okay, we will not be working in the round for this, so just go into your first single crochet here and make a slip stitch. That can be kind of hard to work into there. Okay, it looks just like that. Then you're going to chain 1, and you're going to do 2 single crochets in each stitch around. So you're going to go right where you just did this slip stitch here in the chain 1, and you're going to put 2 single crochets, and then 2 single crochets in your next, and just keep doing that all the way around. I just like to count mine because we know we need 12. So there's 2 more, 9 and 10 and 11 and 12. Now, because we're not working in the round, you're going to have this, and we chain 1, you're going to have this little stitch right here that looks like you need to work into. Don't work into this right here. You're going to be slip stitching into your first single crochet. So just go right up into that and then slip stitch to close. Okay. Then we're going to chain 1 again, and now we're going to put 1 single crochet right in that same space where you just slip stitched. And then you're going to go into your next space and put 2 single crochets into the next 1 single crochet, into the next 2 single crochets. You're going to keep doing that all the way around, and you should have a stitch count of 18. Now, I can see where this ends over here, but if you have trouble with that, or you're new to crochet, you can use a stitch marker. So just 1 single crochet and 2 single crochet all the way around. Should have a stitch count of 18. And you should end on 2 single crochets right here. Okay, and there's that stitch right there we don't want to work into in the chain 1, so we're going to go right into our first single crochet and do a slip stitch. Now you're going to chain 1 again, and you're going to go right into that same space. You're going to put 1 single crochet, go into your next stitch, put 1 single crochet, go into the next and put 2 single crochets, and into the next 1 single crochet, into the next 1 single crochet, and into the next 2 single crochets. You're going to keep doing that all the way around, and you should end with a stitch count of 24. So we're going to end on our increase of 2 single crochets, and then you're going to slip stitch to close again into your first single crochet. And now we're going to do another round. We're going to chain 1, go back into the same space we just slip stitched into, do a single crochet, do a single crochet in your next stitch, do a single crochet in the next, and then do 2 single crochets in the next stitch. So you did 3 single crochets across and then 2. So you're going to keep doing that all the way around, and you should have a stitch count of 30. And then you're going to slip stitch to close into your first single crochet that you did of the round. Okay. So we need one more round here. So you're going to chain 1. You're going to put a single crochet right back where you just did your slip stitch. Then you're going to do a single crochet in your next 3 stitches. And that's for a total of 4. And then in the next stitch, you're going to put 2 single crochets. So again, you're going to put a single crochet in each of your next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then in this next stitch, you're going to put 2 single crochets. You're going to keep doing that all the way around, and you should have a stitch count of 36. Okay, and when you get done with this round, you're going to slip stitch into the top of your first single crochet, just like we've been doing. And now we're have completed the middle of the flower, so you're going to cut off, leaving enough room to work that in later. And then you can just pull off to close. All of your ends are going to fit right back into the middle of this when you go to put it together, just like this. But if you're not going to be stuffing it and you're just going to do the flowers, then you need to work in your ends, okay? So what you're going to need 2 of these. So you need to make 2 exactly like I just showed you. Okay, so do 2 of those. But now I'm going to show you how we're going to put these together, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all of my ends in like this. And then I'm just going to put this together like so. Doesn't really matter. I do kind of try to line it up. But you're just going to be working in each stitch as you go around. Okay. So just like this. And I've just kind of got those placed into there. Okay. Then we're going to pull out our yellow yarn, and we're going to start working petals that go all the way around. So we're going to go into this. I'm going to go into the first stitch right here, and I'm going to go across into this one as well. Line it up as best I can, and I'm going to bring in my yellow yarn. Okay. Then I'm going to chain 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Then I'm going to slip stitch into my next stitch like this, and then I'm going to slip stitch all the way down. And you should have 8 slip stitches by the time you get down to the bottom. And then you're going to go right into your next stitch, line these up, make sure you're working through both of them, and under both of the V's, pull this in, do a slip stitch, and then chain 9 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Then you're going to slip stitch going back down, go into your second stitch from the hook, put a slip stitch, and keep doing slip stitches all the way down till you have 8. And this is how simple these petals are to work. Very easy. Just like that. Then you're going to go into round your next stitch, go through both under both V's, pull your yarn through, do a slip stitch, and again chain 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And then work your slip stitches going back down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then again, lining up, you're going to go right into your next stitch, go through the other one, pull through and do a slip stitch, and then chain 9 again. So you're just going to keep doing that all the way around, okay? And then I'll meet you back in just a minute. Okay, so I've got one here that I've worked all the way around. As you can see, this is what it looks like. I've just got a few left I'm going to do with you on camera. This is the back. Okay, so I've just got a little bit of stuffing here. I'm going to go ahead and stuff the middle of the flower. So what you would need to do is just pull this out, your working yarn loop right there, just so it doesn't get undone. And then you're just going to place your stuffing right into the middle of the flower, just like this. I think the key to these is you really don't want to overstuff them, but you do want to have some in there to give it that 3D look. Okay, so we're on our last one now. So we're going to slip stitch into this last set. So we're going to go through both here. I'm going to put a single crochet, and then I'm going to chain 9. 6, 7, 8, and 9, and then I'm going to slip stitch back down again. And then what I'm going to do, that was my last stitch. So now to close, I'm going to go right into this first stitch that I did, go underneath it, pull my yarn through, and this time I am going to do a slip stitch, okay? So that's going to hold that together there, and then we're going to cut off, leaving enough to work in your ends, and we're going to work those ends right into the middle of our work here, okay? So then I'm going to just chain 1 to tie off and pull tight, just like that, okay? And then if you want to work with your stuffing, you can use your hands to mold it. But that's what it looks like now, okay? So now I'm going to show you how to turn this into a granny square. As I told you, I'm not using the black, I'm using a green so that it'll pick up on camera. So what we're going to do is you can go to any petal, the top of any petal, and just work right through the top here. I like to go through these 2 little side stitches right there, but you can really go through whatever you want. You're just picking up the top of the flower, and you're going to chain 1, and then you're going to chain 3, 2 and 3, and then you're going to go right over to the top of your next one, and you're going to go right in there into the top of it, and you're going to put a single crochet, and then you're going to chain 3, and then you're going to go into the top of your next one, put a single crochet and chain 3, and into the top of the next one, single crochet and chain 3. And you're going to do that all the way around. Once we get close to the end over here, I'll come back on and show you how to close up this round. Okay, so we've done our chain of 3s all the way around. We're going to do our last one, chain 3, and then a join here right at the base of your first stitch for that chain of 3. just like that with a slip stitch. So now what we're going to do is we're going to slip stitch into this first chain of 3 right next to where you were working, and you're going to chain 2, and then you're going to go right back into here and you're going to work 1 half double crochet and then 1 more half double crochet. So technically that's 3. And then you're going to go into your next stitch and work 3 half double crochet, your next chain of 3 space, and then jump over to the next one and work 3 half double crochet, and into the next work 3 half double crochet. And so you're just going to keep doing that all the way around, working 3 half double crochet into your chain 3 spaces. 2 and 3. So just go ahead and do that all the way around, and when we get to the end, I'll meet you back up again. And then we're going to join into our first, the top of our chain of 2. We're going to join right there with a slip stitch, okay? And now we're going to start making our granny square. So what we're going to do is we're going to chain 2, and then we're going to, that counts as 1 half double crochet, and then we're going to go into our next stitch and put 1 half double crochet. So that's 2, and keep going across 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. And then into our next stitch, we're going to make a corner. So we're going to put 2 half double crochets, chain 2, and 2 more half double crochets, 1 and 2. Okay? And then we're going to half double crochet 25 again, and 25. Then after you do your 25, in the next stitch you're going to do 2 half double crochets, chain 2, and 2 half double crochets. So you're going to keep repeating this until you have 4 corners and you've worked all the way around. So I'm going to go ahead, and this is what it looks like so far. It will look a little bit wonky. It'll straighten out on our next round, okay? So you just keep going around, and then I'll meet you back up in just a minute, okay? Okay, so we're on our last corner here. We've got 1 stitch left, and so I'm going to go right into there, and I'm going to put 2 half double crochets, chain 2, and 2 half double crochets. And then I'm going to join with a slip stitch to the top of this first chain of 2 that we did, okay? And so like I said, it's going to look pretty wonky right now. We're going to need to do another round to get this all looking straight, okay? So what you're going to do now is you're going to chain 3, and we're going to start working with double crochet. So I want you to double crochet all the way across now until you get to your next corner, and we're going to go right into the corner, and into the corner we're going to put 1 double crochet, chain 1, and 1 more double crochet, just like that, and then go into the next and put 1 double crochet. And that's what it looks like right up there so far. It's starting to get straight. So you're going to repeat that all the way around, and then putting 1 double crochet and chain 1 double crochet in each corner. Okay, so I'll meet you back up in just a minute. And then when you get to your last stitch, you're going to join with a slip stitch, and then you're going to be all done with your granny square. You can put the edging around it like I did mine here, which is just like a back loop edging, but you don't have to do anything. You could just do a single crochet, totally up to you. Okay, so here's a little thing I just want you to know. I made a mistake. I'm not going to go back and make another video because it's an easily fixable mistake, okay? But what I did was, when we first did these chain of 3s, instead of doing two half double crochets in the video, I did 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave below the count that you'll need and what you'll need for this, okay? Because I don't want anyone to get messed up. But everything else is worked exactly the same. It's just going to change a little bit of the numbers, and you want to do 2 half double crochets into your chain of 3. I hope this makes sense, and I'm sorry for the confusion. Thanks, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you need any help or anything, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask below in the comments section. But you can also find me on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and I have a Gmail as well in the description box if you'd like to email me, okay? So thanks so much for watching, guys. I have some really fun stuff coming up. I'm going to be having hand surgery for carpal tunnel, which I've had for like 20 years, so it's pretty severe. If you notice, a lot of times in my videos, I'll like, my hook will come out, or there's just some funny things I do when I crochet, or I'm not consistent, and that's because of my hands, and the pain has gotten pretty extreme. So what I'm going to do, I'm having the surgery on the 29th of this month, so I'm going to try to do like a little granny square spooktacular thing, so just a bunch of Halloween granny squares. I'm going to try to do as many of those as I can before I go in for my hand surgery, because after that, it's going to be some time before I can make videos. So don't leave me, guys. But I'll be posting on my community tab if you want to keep up with me, or in TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. I'll probably also be doing some posts on there if I can, letting y'all know how things are going. So yeah, but to just hang around and look out for these really cool Halloween granny squares that I'm going to be putting up soon, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Happy crocheting. Bye bye.